At least we have a dedicated public safety minister.
You know what? At least, rest easy, Canadians, tonight on your pillows, because Gary Nandasangari is on the job. So for those of you who don't know,
jeez.
Gary Nandasangari has been my latest political muse. Back in 2014, when he won the nomination in his riding because he raised a bunch of money from the Tamil community, the Sri Lankan government was like, hey, don't. Like, this is not good. Because I think he was a lawyer previously for Tamil terrorists. And that's fine. Everybody deserves a lawyer. But that also doesn't mean that you get to be an MP because you have, that's fine. If you want to be a lawyer for terrorists, great. Like I said, everybody deserves a lawyer, but then it doesn't make you the right guy to be an MP. And those are just the personal decisions you have to make. But Justin Trudeau saw the amount of money that he raised from the Tamil community and said, we got to have this guy. We've got to keep this guy. And now it comes out that, so anyways, he, for some reason, and again, this is Mark Carney rubbing it in our face. Now Gary Nandasangari is an MP. But he doesn't have to be the public safety minister.
Exactly.
There's a bunch of other people you could put as a public safety minister. What's, you don't need the guy with the ties to one of the largest South Asian terror groups ever to have existed. One of the most violent, by the way. Bombings, kidnappings, assassinations. He was their lawyer. So he doesn't have to be our public safety minister, but Mark Carney rubbing it in our faces makes Gary Nandasangari, of all people, the public safety minister. So then Gary says, don't worry, everything's fine. I'm going to recuse myself from these terrorism files related to the Tamil Tigers. If you have to recuse yourself from terrorism files, you shouldn't be the minister in charge of combating terrorism.
Bingo.
By the way, who is in charge of these files now? I don't know. Nobody's saying. And now it comes out that Gary Nandasangari personally intervened twice on immigration files related to people with ties to the Tamil Tigers. And yet, Carney, nothing but faith in his man.
Yep.
Let's watch the clip.
Prime Minister, Global News has an investigation has unveiled that the public safety minister wrote letters before he was the public safety minister on behalf of a man and his immigration status to come to Canada, even though this man was a member of a listed suspected terrorist group. The public safety minister is in charge of border security, obviously very important to any trade deal going forward. What confidence do you have in the public safety minister with your reaction to this, sir?
Thank you for the question. Like the public safety minister has been transparent about the details of that situation, and he has my confidence. Thank you.
Unbelievable. And you know what, Sheila, what you said earlier, it all comes down to money, doesn't it? Going back to Sneaky Patrick Brown, in my report, and I got my information from my source, my Brampton source, who is 100% accurate over these last 4 years. There are, in Brampton, going back a few months ago in May, Patrick Brown unveiled a monument to the Tamil genocide, the result of the Sri Lankan war. First of all, there's a lot of controversy about that. The Sinhalese population will say there wasn't a genocide. There were casualties on both sides. Yeah. You mentioned the Tamil Tigers. They are a terrorist group. But why is Mayor Brown getting involved in events and affairs that are halfway across the world? Well, there's 12,000 Tamils in the city of Brampton. That's not a huge number, especially compared to, say, the Punjabi or the Hindu population. But many of those Tamils are very, very well heeled. So money talks and BS walks. Patrick Brown's chief of staff, Babu, where is Babu? Whenever we go to interview him, he hides behind a desk. The police chief for Peel Regional Service, as I mentioned earlier, a Brown appointee, he's Tamil. So what's driving this is money. I mean, why doesn't Patrick Brown, I don't know, erect a monument for the Armenian genocide of more than a century ago? Well, I would argue maybe not a lot of well-heeled Armenians in Brampton. That's probably why.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly why the Sri Lankan Foreign Ministry issued a statement in 2014 saying that Canadians should be worried about Gary Nandasangari, who won his nomination because he was able to fundraise from the deep pockets of the Tamil community.
Yep.
They were warning us, like it's not nothing to have a foreign ministry of another country issue a statement concerning your future MP's ties to the terrorism community. But money talks, as you say. Money talks.
And I can tell you, Sheila, this unveiling of the Tamil monument in Brampton, isn't it funny? We're tearing down statues of Sir John A. Macdonald, the founder of Canada, but certain rats like Brown are, getting involved in ethnic situations, which I will argue is going to cause a lot of ethnic strife, especially in Brampton. You just wait to see what's going to happen in that city in the years to come. But
before we move on, I have a petition.
Yes.
If people want to sign it, they can. It's real easy. Go to firegary.com. I cannot believe that he is the public safety minister and Carney isn't getting rid of him. There's got to be a lot of Tamil money there to think that you could weather this controversy. It would be like the Americans having their homeland security person with ties to Al Qaeda. That's literally right.
But
like the Secretary of Homeland Security who has ties to Osama bin Laden's people. This is what we're dealing with in Canada. This is crazy.
And if that situation were the case, Sheila, the president saying, "Oh, that's okay. We'll just take him off the 9/11 file."
Right. He just won't. They won't have to do anything about the Middle East. No Middle East stuff. It's okay.
Yeah. That's a quiet, safe neighborhood. Nothing much happening there.